A LeBlanc team. That sounds reasonable, but I feel like if Graves doesn't get banned from purple team, blue team is gonna first pick it immediately. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, almost. Yeah, almost without a doubt. So
It's gonna be interesting. Other than that, I feel like really no other bans are gonna come out. Looks of it, except targeted or just from the last few games. So let's.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised blue team banned that. That doesn't seem like a good first ban. I mean, especially since you have first pick.
That means they might have something else in mind right now for their first pick.
Yeah, definitely. I could definitely see something more. Maybe a cannon. That cannon was really godlike near the end of last game, so I could definitely see maybe a cannon ban coming out from purple team. Like you said, with his match history, it's definitely something to watch out for.
That works too.
I don't know what that's targeted at, but
I mean, he is numero uno. Can't forget that.
Number 1 BR.
Number 1 VR, so you can't just forget these things. So.
All right, Vladimir against no one that played Vladimir from last game. All right.
Yeah, well,
So,
Vladimir still. If you see the Vladimir, you kind of think, wow, that's kind of a.
I think it's just one of those picks where like I don't want to play against this.
Right.
See what was played last game, and people who probably maybe played similar things. They're like, oh, that was really good. I want to try it. So that's always good to take up the board. Like I said, I really think Cannon should be banned here, or nothing. Nothing works. It is
That,
true.
yep. That, I mean, they couldn't think of anything, so we'll see what comes out first pick here.
So I want to see a Bard, just because I love Bard.
Right. Oh. Ooh.
Gragas.
Could be support. Could be jungle. Could be top.
Could be mid.
Could
Can't
be
be ADC.
Probably not. Although with the
Yeah.
Triforce Rush on your W, it could happen.
Maybe. To be honest, I really don't know where Gragas is in meta, but I've always seen him just in bad places, really. So
Yeah, let's just
You never know.
let Splash cycle through some of his picks and see what
yeah,
we
I
get.
always just never really pay attention to the first thing that's hover unless it's an instant lock, but it might actually
Right.
be a Gragas.
It's interesting though, they'd ban out the Graves just so they could first pick the Gragas.
Yeah, that's something I would want. Even
Uh,
okay, all right.
Alright.
Okay, no switches. Alright.
I thought so too.
I don't like that. I don't like the idea of banning Graves when they go to first pick Graves, or at least force purple team to ban Graves, which would have been better in all honesty.
And now
Aatrox.
Now first pick mid, not so sure.
Oh,
'cause now they
especially
have
with a TF, that's gonna get countered in a heartbeat. Like
there's your Ari, looks like
Yeah.
might be coming out.
Yeah, and with the Aatrox buffs, I'm really excited to see this.
Only a
It's
small
probably-
buff, but still, I mean, that's lots of extra attack speed from him.
Good team fights, if you pop Ards, however many enemies you hit, you get 20% of your blood well. That's a lot. That can really, like, if you flash in or Q in and get at least 3 people, that's 60. Wow, math is hard. 60% of your blood well, and you might even have some of your blood well already. That's a lot. That's definitely going to be a good buff. That's a really nice buff to Aatrox, who I thought was an okay spot. Definitely not competitive play or really
Right.
ban worthy or anything like that, but he was in an okay spot, so it definitely puts him in more of a reasonable spot right now.
Annie
But-
coming out right away. It looks like that's I mean, I'm guessing that's probably gonna be the Annie support.
Definitely in a new jungle. I love new jungle. I've always
Nunu works well
enjoyed
with
his
Twisted
kit.
Fate, even as an AP champion, with the attack speed increase.
Oh
so-
yeah, because of his W. That's definitely a good point right there. Really, any mid lane that really relies on some type of form of attack speed. Nunu is really
Diana,
helpful.
TF, KL, Zier. Oh, but not gonna be Nunu.
Unfortunately, we always like talking. I mean, I've always seen us talk about the champion. They're hovering, and then they switch it last second on you.
Yeah, let's not even talk about misfortune here.
Oh, you never know. That might be a misfortune. If it's a
Morgana, I would
misfortune, I would
believe.
be impressed. Morgana, yeah, like you said, Morgana, which is so. If you haven't seen it yet, the PBE does have a visual update for on it, which makes her look really nice. Even though it's like a slight visual update, it does help. It looks nice.
That's not gonna be the pick.
Yeah, you can't play Urgot ADC. It's only a
No,
top
the only
laner.
reason, the only reason
And
Urgot
later.
was ever taken bot is because he was a bruiser who happened to dumpster ADCs.
Not anymore. Well, I guess he still does, but not
Yeah.
really.
And also, you could run him with Soraka and just get mana forever.
Oh
so.
yeah, old Sprock kid. Man, I miss those days.
I really don't.
I don't, but I miss them at the same time. Old Sprock
100%.
kid was so bad, but it was so good at the same time.
Ooh,
But,
Kalista, no?
Oh man, that is one thing we forgot to talk about is the Kalista ban against Wumple. His Kalista is pretty on point, so I
And
can
actually-
actually see a Kalista pick right here.
Yeah.
And that does good against the Kog'Maw that has no mobility.
Right, because, man, I must say that the most frustrating thing is that Kalista really would have helped him last game against Graves, because playing Graves against Kalista is one of the most frustrating experiences.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm gonna walk away. And Kalista's like, nope, 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 just keep
Yeah,
on.
and then
auto-hitting,
it's like,
running.
alright, fine, I'm gonna ult you. Nope.
Yeah, the only thing is Kalista's ult can be very tricky if you don't have the right what's the word I'm looking for? Right connection with your support.
Right.
Sometimes you can get really
Teemo.
lucky,
ADC?
but
Oh my. We did not expect this from Wumple now, did we?
I couldn't
Huh.
just be Kalista. What?
Man, and a
Why'd I get
Shyvana
this?
jungle. What are we in, season 2?
I know Shyvana jungle was like one of those things that like was going to happen. Kinda like at first with the jungle update, they're like, yeah, Shyvana's gonna work, and then like everyone's like, no. Yeah, Shyvana's gonna work. Like in theory, she should work, but not really.
I
Like,
think the
it's
only
just,
time
you know,
Shyvana was really viable is right after Feral Flare was first released. And it was just like, oh my gosh, I can double proc Feral Flare, GG, I win.
It's so good.
Feral Flare was an interesting choice for an item to make ever.
Yeah, I don't miss Feral Flare at all.
I have no regrets in saying so. Rise Top is coming out. One thing we forgot to mention.
Oh yeah, the buffs did come out today.
Buff?
That is,
And that was almost like but not quite, an exact revert to that nerf that really put him down.
it was 20 damage. Yes, it was 20 damage when they first nerfed him. Now it's 15 damage.
Yeah,
Like,
so
I remember talking to someone and they were telling me how 15 damage or 20 damage. That's not much. That's a lot when you think of how many Qs you can get off or overloads or whatever it is like in a rotation. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage in a full rotation and really even the mid game. You get around 4 Qs off with your ult. That's 20 times 4. I mean, like that's just that's a lot of damage. I mean, 80 damage, and on top of that, just like adding like extra damage from your ult. It's something to be scared of. I mean, that can turn stuff around. So, I mean, the 20 damage nerf was a huge thing on him, and adding 15 back, that's still gonna be a lot. So. I'm glad you pointed that out. I totally forgot that the patch came out today. I kind of just turned on my League client and walked away, and I
Right.
came back.
So yeah, it's only 5 damage. At level 1, it's only 5 damage less than it was back when he was really good, so.
Yeah, so it's definitely not like a ban, I believe, for now. Might be in the future. That might be like, oh, he is back to where he was. But
We'll have
it's
to
definitely
see.
something to keep an eye on. So us casters are going to take a quick break in the remaining of this delay and the loading screen, and we'll be back right when the game's about to start. So stay around.
Stay
Ready
tuned.
for game 2.
Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to House Party 5v5, game number 2 for us, and my name is White Nerdy 42. I'm going to be doing your play-by-play for this game, and with me is Dave. He's going to be doing color.
What's going on, ladies and gents? Special shout out to Dev for being hyped for this AD Teemo.
Who
Which
is
I'm
the
not
type for this
hyped
AD
for.
Teemo?
I think what happened. Well, actually, I talked to Walpole, and he told Volk to either pick Twitch or Callista. He actually picked Teemo, which is something you should be. I mean, I don't know how that's close, but either way,
I guess
this is
Twitch
gonna
and
be-
Teemo. Twitch, Teemo, close enough.
Yeah, close enough, I guess. But let's see how this works out. You never know. Let's be real. AD Teemo might be a thing.
30 seconds until minions.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, well,
it is Riot. They might have like buffed Teemo, and we just don't know about it.
what I'm really thinking of now is the Rain Man. I don't know if you remember him. He used to stream.
Yeah.
He was famous for that going top, getting Bork, Wits End, Teemo.
Yeah, and I think he played with the Hurricane too. Was another one of his like special items he always built. But man, I don't know if anyone's seen this, or I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't know why I said I don't know if anyone's seen this, but I'm pretty sure everyone has seen the Teemo teaser, and I just look at Teemo so differently from now on. From that watching that teaser that Riot release, it's so dark. It's kind of scary, to be honest. I don't know what to do about it.
It's like that. Actually, when I saw it, it kind of reminded me of that old Brand dance interaction with Teemo that some guy posted on Reddit once, where if you dance as Brand on top of the Teemo's dead body, you start you kind of light a fire in his skull.
That's a little dark.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a super dark champion.
yeah.
He looks all cute and cuddly when he's out. And
Yeah.
I just want to give Milkshake a big shout out for that dodge, that Morgana binding. I'm pretty sure that hit, and he just sidestepped it perfectly. A lot of people underestimate how hard it is to actually sidestep those Morgana bindings.
Actually,
Especially,
something that kind of struck me is I'm actually a little bit confused about the binding start on Morgana. I actually see a lot more Morgana start their pool just to get those guaranteed 3 stacks of Spell Thieves right away. So
yeah, definitely. Or even a shield. I think it was more of a started Q in the pool,
Sure.
and she didn't think about it. But any certain W is, I don't know. I'm one of those Andy players that starts Doran's Ring 2 pods and goes like Q level 1 and just spams it over and over again. A lot of people underestimate the damage you put out, like just having those items. Like you can especially in like matchups like this where granted Kog'Maw does have his W for the increased range, but he does have a short range other than that, where you could just keep on walking up Q just over and over and over again. By the time you get level 2, he's pretty much half HP just from you walking up over and over again.
And that's, I guess, another reason actually why I'd be slightly surprised about that Q start from Morgana, because if you're with a Kog'Maw, what is Kog'Maw gonna do if you bind at level 1?
Definitely, yeah. He's
He's
gonna
Kog'Maw.
W and auto like 2 times. Like, I mean that's about it.
Right.
But it looks like Milkshake and Walpole are able to really push in this lane pretty well, and this is
About
very
even in
enjoyable to
CS, so nothing huge here, but they are trying to,
yeah.
like you said, push it in pretty well. In the mid
Ginger
lane,
is pretty low.
in the mid lane, Luna's charming the minion. Splashbro just trying to hold its own here. The TF versus the Ahri, not the most favorable matchup, as we mentioned in Champs Like. And in top lane, Gingerfied might be a tad low.
I think what he's trying to do is bait the enemy into taking a tower shot, die from the passive, and then jumping on him. And that's
But he doesn't
actually
have too much in his
good idea.
passive right now, which means, boom, there it goes.
Yep, there it is.
1 tower shot. I'd say that's still worth for enemy. And slash WQ, that's first blood.
Oh,
Will he
yeah,
get away?
he's
The
gonna get away.
minions, he will get away, no problem. So, Aatrox got what he wanted, but he didn't get the kill.
That was but Milkshake is here. He did pop Ghost. Oh wow, that W. Oh, this is the smite, the chilling smite. Wow.
That always works. I guess that's the advantage of picking early, because HTP, you see, does not have a doesn't
But-
have that chilling spell yet because he hasn't
Yeah,
backed.
but he is able to stay in the jungle a little bit longer than Shyvana can.
Too bad it turned out. I guess it wound up helping the Shyvana more, not backing, because they got that kill.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely nice
Um,
to have that.
Farm difference top 2, 27 to 16 in addition to that first blood. So it's like 10 CS plus the first blood kill. This is not going to be an easy lane from here on out with for Gingerfied.
I'm not sure if it's just Ryze being king of the top lane again, or Aatrox really just not that good.
Not that
I think
good,
it's
yeah.
a mixture of both. Let's just go with both here.
Yeah. I'm
But,
still not sold on Ryze being great. I'm ready to see him in a team fight, see how he pans out, but
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do think Aatrox is a really strong champion. I mean, look
Nice.
at Kevin. Is it Kevin from LCS or? He's not
yes,
playing for-
Kevin is
Yeah.
SK's top laner right now, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know one of the top laners. I don't watch EU anymore, and he always played Aatrox no matter what, and always dominated. So it was always.
What's
fun
that count? I'm
watching.
trying to think. I think that was him. Anyway, Gingerfied jumping here onto enemy, but again, he's in the middle of enemy's minions. He's gonna have to flash out, and enemy's Q is gonna be out pretty soon. Does not have flash though, so he's gonna have to back off. Doesn't want to back off, but he's gonna have to. Oof, ouch.
Turn around the E right there was actually pretty risky, just for the fact that with that animation, Ryze might have been able to catch up.
Yeah, as it turned out, that did not happen, but looks like Shyvana pinging on the way, getting ready to come get Splash Pro again. He knows something.
Yeah,
We'll see.
that's a great thing about TF is going. Oh, I thought he went Ghost. That was my bad. But this
Ooh.
charm.
Get the gold
Card.
card though. Shyvana's not 6, so has absolutely no CC, like 0.
Well, he has chance, right? But,
Okay, fair enough. Gingerfied though in the top lane. By the way, HDP getting the kill. That's lane is going to keep getting harder. Dual Dorans and a longsword to a tier and catalyst components, and that'll be a tier and a catalyst next time enemy backs almost certainly.
Yeah, getting a rod before 10 minutes is a dream. Definitely not going to happen here, but he's definitely going to get a rod before 15 minutes. And getting a rod around I believe the 12 and 13 mark is probably the most ideal situation for you if you're ahead. So I'm hoping you can probably clear this next wave and the wave after, and he's on 800 gold. So yeah, he
Ooh.
might actually.
Now this time Splash Pro might be in trouble, but holy cow, he trades back that damage onto Luna's. Splash Pro will still go down, but now HDP's here in the mid. He's just gonna scare off Mike a little bit.
Wow,
But that was some
a lot
crazy
of
damage.
damage. I think that was Ignite on top of the Q.
Ignite gold card Q, I think with the E passive proccing at the exact right time as well.
Actually, his E passive was not proc with that.
No, well,
after
so
after the kill went off, he still had the cards spinning around him on the
all right,
bottom,
well,
so
so he's just a gold card and a Q and a
Ignite. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. I mean, okay. I think he only had what? I think it was Doran's ring and boots, or
Yeah, something maybe just even maybe
That's-
an amplifying tome.
yeah, that was a lot.
Roambot coming in though. He does still have his ultimate available. The Flash Tibbers is going to get both of them. That's some good damage. Now Splash Pro. Oh, he's gold carding the Kog'Maw, who's already been black shielded. Wild cards still hitting. Swords and Fat. They're still going to have to back off.
I think that was a really well planned gank by blue side, but one thing that Splasher did wrong about this Morgana versus TF matchup, which is honestly pretty in favor of TF for the fact that you can Q the spell shield off of it first.
And then CC it.
Yeah, and then you
Flash,
CC.
Flash not going to appear by HDP. I'm not sure about that Flash when New Lunas did have her ult up. Trading a Flash
Yeah.
for an ult is not beneficial. And now the Charm lands on HDP. Aatrox is in the middle of the fight as well. He has Bloodwell back available, so they're going to get it down. But now Blue Team is sitting on Slivers of Health. Splash Pro. Oh, he is escaping with a sliver. Look, enemy PPing in though. They want Mike. Red Team also sitting in Slivers of Health. Milkshake not dropping. He almost went down there. Enemy still chasing onto Mike. Q animation canceled. And now he's going to get knocked out. Gingerfied is here. Enemy taking a lot of damage. He's going to drop down to that W damage from Gingerfied.
That cancellation, man.
Oh man, I saw that. That was rough. And now
So
Wumple though
depressing.
is popping the cutlass onto swords means that I think that poison is that last shot will certainly get him. First kill of the lane. Coast of the team.
ADT Mill. Let's go.
Oh,
Oh man, this is
This is still a close game though. Look at the gold. Pretty close. So It looks like it's going to be another good, close game. The Cutlass already being picked up for the Teemo. Not really what got him that kill, so.
Yeah, that was really the only reason why he did get that kill though, was Cutlass and just kept on walking up, which is, I mean, that was very well done by Wumple there.
I almost wonder, just based on that kill, if Wumple's going to get like a frozen mallet or something and just walk up and keep autoing.
I don't.
Not
Maybe.
ideal.
Yeah, definitely not ideal, but it would be fun to watch. And
So something
I
interesting
can
here.
see
Something
Wumple.
interesting here. Red team not clearing tunnels. Like, really not at all.
Well, I mean, be fair, they're all on 3 sides.
True, but like
I mean,
the
there's
one
only
there at
about
Dragon,
one.
the one there
Yeah,
at
they
mid
definitely
lane,
need to bring one on Dragon.
and the one at mid lane too, you don't want a surprise gank coming onto Ari, which could very well happen, but
I honestly
You
don't
know,
think she sees it, or just hasn't had the time to walk over towards it.
maybe we'll see. Mike sees it now. They're gonna get that done. All right. No
Yeah.
surprise ganks here. Splash Bro's gonna walk over. He's gonna take his blue buff, no problem. Bat Morgana getting the but now the binding's very nice. Now the dog has that ultimate build.
Ginger just keeps on going in, and honestly, the damage has been pretty surprising. Just always just a tad short.
Yeah, and this
Wow.
time Wumple's
Fine,
going
everything. That was a little unexpected, to be honest.
But now Splash Bro TP's in, but he kind of TP'd to the wrong side, and that means that red side is going to be able to start setting up Dragon a little bit. They're going to be able to start clearing those tunnels. Going to get that one on Dragon.
Ari's doing that right now just to be able to, I mean, she should clear the 1-2 by red, but wasn't able to. But either way, this is going to be a free Dragon.
They're a very free Dragon. He got the Teemo. Rek'Sai's on the wrong side of the map. TF is on the wrong side of the map. Rise, no teleport available. Missing the smite? No problem. And the Devourer is not going the tanky route for Mike. He's going the Devourer for that double proc.
This is going to be a long game.
Oh, yes.
With a Shyvana, a Kog'Maw, an AD
There.
Teemo.
Splash Bro is getting defended here by HTP, plus the snare didn't hit, so that's always helpful. And in the top lane, Ginger's still going in. Enemy still saying no thank you.
That was really close too. He
Yeah,
hit
look
the
at- I mean,
third
look at
process
yourself.
W. And I was
Yeah, I
able
mean,
to
it's
play.
it's 1 W proc away from death. Luna's here. Will drop. Pretty low, but not too low.
I think I'm slightly being ahead of you. So, alright, I think we're good. Alright, but anyways, yeah, I feel like if Ginger Fight actually toggled his W where it does damage to him, he actually would have killed Rise instead of, because there's just a tad. I mean,
Ooh,
it was
Splash
just
Bro
so-
flashing. Nice ult coming out of the morgue. It is gonna stun both of them, and so Splash Brew is gonna go down. They're not gonna really get HPP, but that's still a kill. Very nice.
Oh,
the
man.
the flash racing here from
into
HTP.
this? What? Wow. I was a
Ah.
little panic right there.
Oh man, he was just thought it did just that much more damage than it did.
That was a little scary. He flashed into the left side here, which is really scary to be honest.
And now
Ginger
he's dead,
Fight gets
too.
killed.
Yeah. So
Ginger's
I
trying
don't even
everything
know.
to get back in this.
I'm not even sure why he stayed there. Like, it just seems like blue team is really kind of staying a little too late. Now look, here comes Ginger Fight. He's gonna come down. He looks like he is gonna step on that shroom. Give blue team a bit of warning, but they're just going in. They're just going in. The Teemo doing as much damage as he can. He's gonna have to back off that now. There's a Wumple. He's gonna flash. Here comes Aatrox. Wumple. Nothing you can do. The E's gonna finish him off. Milkshake not gonna be able to do anything either. Enemy just gonna try to focus down bad. The Q travels a long way. It's gonna get there. He's gonna flash out now. They're just gonna try to pop the passive on Ginger Fight. They will. Enemy is pretty low. Milkshake is low as well as the out of
Great
mana.
TF
Splash
ult.
Pro now with the Q. He's gonna get it. He's actually gonna get that double kill with
side
just
card.
the wild card.
That's always the most enjoyable thing about playing TF is getting your wild cards off and hitting 2 people, not with 1 card, but 1 card in the middle and 1 card on the side card. Hitting even both side cards from
Yeah,
long
you
distance.
said it.
That was the end. That was beautiful. That was perfectly well done. I don't even
Yeah,
think
that
you
is-
planned that. I think that was just really pure luck, but it doesn't matter if that was pure luck or planned. That was beautiful.
Ooh.
Very well done.
Now they're going to be able to get Lunas. Yeah, Luna, that was a wasted ult there, but I mean, you had to try, I guess.
I think he was trying to. I think he was hoping that the first charge was just enough range where the gold card wouldn't hit from TF, and that way he would have been able to get out. But just
Not quite, unfortunately.
yeah, it was just too short.
The blue team is
But,
really coming back in this. We thought, I mean, with the Shyvana kind of roaming quite a bit.
Red team's
Not to
turret
mention
has been
the AD
destroyed.
Teemo, of course, but all in all, blue team is really just trying to get a handle here on the mid game.
It looks like gold lead when it comes to like her lane. Mid lane's definitely in the lead for blue side, and same for top. Rise
Same for
definitely
top.
has lead over this Aatrox, but EDC is about equal. Definitely
About even 300 gold, and I mean, you kind of expect it from red side with a Kog'Maw really having that extra range there. HDP is in trouble here with Mike. Mike with the ult, following HDP along the tunnel. That's going to be another kill for red team.
I honestly think if Rek'Sai just stayed and fight, he would have been able to win that right there. Because Rek'Sai has a lot of damage when he's able to pop his Q all 3 times on top of his E, and just overall, just
Yeah, I
it's a
mean,
lot.
if you're switching, you're switching between burrowed and unburrowed pretty regularly. You are able, you're right, to do quite a bit, but Mike with the dragon,
That's exciting.
Rek'Sai coming in. See if they can do anything. Wumple will drop again. The AD Teemo not doing too much. Milkshake now is going to drop as well. Black Shield is on Liquid Swords. Now Luna's is just in there as well. He can just dash around. He has no worries. But another kill coming onto Splash Brew. That is a killing streak for him. They want Luna's, but he still had Stack of the Ultimate available. Very nice management of his ult from Luna's, I'd say.
Definitely, he definitely saw the TF and the Rek'Sai come do the Warden Tri-Bush, and he's like, alright, I know I'm gonna have to get away, so he saved it so he could get across that wall, and that was really well done. And Ginger and Luna's looks like they're gonna take this free mid tower, which is
Tier 2.
tier 2 too. Yeah, that's definitely
Already,
important.
yeah.
They might be in a little bit of trouble.
Ooh, I don't know. It looks like he's the one in trouble, actually. Yep.
That's a dead
Slash
HCP.
Brew, he's going to try to... Oh, nice ult, but Luna's just going to turn around. However, I think he underestimates just a little bit of the Wumple damage
And the side card.
and another guard. That was kind of thrown very nicely. But in the meantime, red team is really starting to take control of the bot and mid side. They're really setting up again for Dragon. But just last game, we did see a team that had 5 dragons lose. So
Yeah, that was so interesting. And the best part about last game where they lost with 5 dragons was the enemy team had 0.
Zero.
Demon even had Baron either. So it's dragons don't mean much when you're losing the game. Might mean a little, but I mean, if the games are going like they are tonight, I definitely see them not mattering.
So the Rise was able to get his Rod of Ages. We skipped over this a little bit. He did get his Rod right about 14 minutes, maybe a little later. So we're looking at 24 minutes for that fully stacked Rod of Ages. When he fully stacks that tier as well, that's really just going to be a lot.
I think he's pretty far into his tier 2. He's about 471. Yeah, that's pretty far for 18 minutes. He got that tier really early too. So
Yeah, he couldn't
I
kill because
definitely
he got the
see-
first blood right away onto
Yeah, I
Aatrox.
could
Starting the
definitely
Mana Crystal means you can pretty much just back and get a tier after
Oh
a kill.
yeah, it's great. And I feel like he's gonna be able to get a fully stacked
Charm,
Sarah's.
just missing ball, also just missing that hook shake. Splash Blue ready to go back in. They see that ward. Very nice. The wild card is coming out. Luna's flash. Luna's using his ult right away. Really doesn't want to get caught there. HTP, no merge treads yet, means that those morgue bindings are going to hit for the full 3 seconds.
I think the plan was for Lunas was that he wanted the alt TD to come up start immediately since he knew he already wasted it. He's like, alright, I'm just gonna blow all 3 just so I can get
Yeah.
the CD to start.
Oh,
that's
fat.
right there.
Yep, Morgana. Wow, these wild cards from Splash are on point.
Kinda
The ult just missing Wumple. He's going to heal just in case. They're just going to try to take this dragon, but Wumple has to be very careful. In the top lane, also, you see, red team is taking control of top with the kill. He should be able to get that tower. Trading a tower for drag. Not too bad, especially when that's their last outer tower remaining in HTP. We'll get this one. No worries.
The dragons are about even too, so this is definitely pretty interesting coming up. So it pretty much nullifies the
So
first
before
dragon
the
Red
Lich
had.
King, the Luden's Echo being picked up by Splash Brew.
That's a That's an interesting item.
I would like to burst. You know, Luna doesn't even have a chance to play the game. Who needs to play the game when you can just get gold carded in tier first?
You know,
Yeah.
I honestly miss DFG. And I do like this new item they decided to replace DFG with, I guess. But oh, let's like Mike
Ooh,
hot out.
fat.
Here.
Oh, he's forcing splash out of splash. Top lane, yeah, Mike. I mean, Mike is really pretty big right now. Let's take a look. He has 25 stacks on Devour, so he's already up to 50 damage per auto.
That's on top of having a Tiamat and Berserker Greaves. He's not a tanky at all, though. Is just.
But I mean,
Man.
I guess as Shyvana, you don't really need to be tanky because you get free resistances.
Yeah, but there's sometimes when you need to have a little bit of tankiness. I feel like Merc Treads would have been really good here with TF
At least.
Yeah.
And you know, he probably wants at least one item. You know what, let's take a look. Waffle in the bot lane, he's kind of sitting there stealth. In the top lane, it looks like enemy is going to be in trouble. He does get exhausted. He's going to have to just run away, but look at the damage. He is able to trade back pretty well onto Mike. He is going to get hooked, or snared, excuse me. He does have Merc Treads, but I don't know where he thinks he's going. Into tower, he knows he's that. May as well
Splash
do
you
it.
in trouble here.
Yeah, but Splash, bring down some good damage onto Luna's, but Luna's all that targeted damage, W plus ult. And
Back
it's really
to what I
what
was
finishes.
saying is DFG. I think my favorite thing about DFG was when Link played TF one game, and I think this. I think you know what game I'm talking about, where he just went on a rampage, just like, you know, ult across map, just murdered people with a single
flashed it for
DFG W or card.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just phenomenal. It was one of the best games ever. I'm a huge CLG fanboy, and I still find it one of the best games to watch.
No, absolutely, because the thing is about TF, the old DFG. DFG traveled slightly faster than your cards, so what you could do is you could lock in a gold card, throw the gold card, and then while the gold card's in the air, you DFG. And
Yeah,
the
that
DFG
was-
will hit just before.
So big RIP DFG 2011
TY
and 2015.
TY
Sad day.
DFG.
Oh man, I miss it.
Yeah, in the meantime, while we've been talking about DFG, we see Red Team is starting to kind of get a good handle on this game. 3,000 gold now in addition to their 2 towers. 7-1 on the jungle Shyvana. Finished the Hydra. Looks like not pausing to go tank, just rushing the Triforce next.
I think it's a Triforce.
Boss comes out. Alright.
We did miss that the Annie and Timo did get caught in the bottom jungle.
Yeah,
but
I did
that was
see the
just
Annie. The Annie actually
unfortunate.
missed the flash, which was a bit of a problem.
Yeah,
but in the meantime, here, I'm not sure what Wumple really thinks he's doing, though. He's baiting with the HDP, but no knockup coming in when there's a black shield on him. Healing from Aatrox below 50% health is really ridiculous, so.
I think that was more of an AFK walk in the lane and didn't realize it the last second, but
That could be too, but you know, may as well call it a bait. If it looks like a bait and smells like a bait, then we're going to say it's bait. They get the stone on to 2-5. They will
Because of his
most
blood
likely April. Never mind. That he is going to get the second proc as he dies. That's a 4-man stun. That means 1 man's going to go down. Mike is on top of Milkshake. That's a double kill. Splash Pro has nothing to get out with. That is 3 kills for Red Team.
yeah, I'm not sure why he went for the Aatrox. I guess it was a last-ditch effort, but even then, his blood well was still up. But I mean, I don't know. This AD Teemo is really not working out for them. Really, the only carry they have right now is this TF, and he's, you know, holding it. He's trying really hard, and he's playing really phenomenal. Like I don't think Splash Pro has made a single mistake.
No,
Not
his
even
wild
just
cards.
this game.
His
but
wild cards
just
especially
tonight.
have just been on.
Yeah, and he's definitely been a very phenomenal player to watch just tonight overall. Like both games tonight.
Yeah, his Graves was. He was
Very-
very. Yeah, he was playing Graves.
Even though they lost, his Graves was really good. He made
Yeah,
a lot
he
of
had some great plays saving that collateral damage until he really needed it. But he has so many targets now to gold guard. He can only get one.
Yeah, but let's see if let's hope that Breeze can turn this game back around. If I get us caught slightly here.
Yeah, it's 5,000 gold so far. Ginger still has the blood well. They are gonna proc it, but it looks like, you know, this might be a chance for Red Team to go. And he's gonna flash. He still gets snared. He's still gonna go down to Splash Pro. But meanwhile, the inner tower drops, and Red Team is just pushing. Luna's is gonna try for the inhib now. Then Blue Team just kind of has to regroup and back off. Kill for tower. No thanks. I'd prefer the tower.
I don't think these are wild cards anymore. I think these are homing missiles.
These
Pretty
are
sure.
most certainly homing missiles. He's hitting them all. Milkshake with the talisman. He's going to get the stun with Kibbers. The flash ult black shield is going to save Lunas. He's going to get the stun onto HTP as well. Charm comes onto enemy. Enemy taking a lot of damage from that. And you know, this is a
Charm
big
and
problem
binding.
for Rise. That he had to get the Frozen Heart first because, you know,
wow.
obviously he will get a kill there. He had to get the Frozen Heart first because obviously he gets lots of damage and tankiness from it. But Frozen Heart doesn't do all that much against the does nothing against the Ahri. Shyvana's still doing magic damage. Fogma is still doing magic damage. Though the armor doesn't help all that much.
Even Shyvana does magic damage to me.
Between Devourer plus the E and the W.
Yeah. That's one of the biggest mistakes I always see when I see people face a Shyvana top lane is they'll build straight armor thinking that's gonna stop them from Shyvana, but Shyvana does a lot of magic damage. If you get a
Yeah.
proc, that's all. That's gonna be magic damage every auto attack. It's a lot. So
Absolutely. I mean,
definitely watch
I remember back when Shyvana was the real flavor of the month when it was Shyvana of the time. You know, whenever there was the Shyvana there, it was really, you have to choose whether to build armor or MR. And the Shyvana that rushes Bork, you really can't pick one because Bork is all physical damage and the Shyvana just does mostly magic damage.
Man, I just keep yawning over and over again. But yeah, I definitely agree with that. Those were the great days. I
don't know. You know, Shyvana versus Mundo with an occasional flash of Trundle in there once in a while. Blue Team getting their
I
second
miss
dragon.
Trundle, to be honest. Trundle was always fun to watch and play. So.
Ooh, Mike,
This looks
no
like a
Merc
good
Treads,
comment
remember, which
here.
means he can be locked up forever. He doesn't have a chance to do anything. Gold card plus anti-stun, you know, that's happened a couple times this game, and if they lock someone up with that, there's really nothing they can do.
That was that's the biggest downside from this build from Shyvana. Straight damage. It's not really gonna mean much if you get caught like that, especially from a TF and Annie.
And actually, okay, one pair of Merc Treads, and that's it for red side. Another stun coming out. The gold card is going to get him as well. And they're just following him. They're just following Lunas as he dashes away, and they're just like, nope, CC.
I think this is gonna be the perfect time for Blue Team to be able to push up.
Yeah,
And maybe take this tier 2 mid.
unfortunately, Mike is coming back out. But again, if they catch anyone really other than Gingerfied out with that big CC chain, then they just get a free kill right there. They're, like you said, they're Twisted Fate. Splash Crew not really made a single mistake so far this game, but he's doing a lot. Mike, ghosting in. The gold card comes out though. And now he's in trouble. Wumple with the flash. Splash Crew getting another kill. Wild card's coming out. Homing missiles, like you said, that's going to be another kill onto Fat. They're only 2,000 gold down now. They are really picking it up.
That was and this is what I'm talking about. That full like damage Shyvana is doing nothing for them.
Nothing.
It's done. Like that's it. Like there's like unless it's a 1v1, this Shyvana is useless now. She
Because as soon
ulted
as you
in
get
and just
CC'd.
fell over.
As soon as you get CC'd, you're CC'd for good.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a really. It's really unfortunate that. I mean, like I said, really, unless it's a 1v1, it's not gonna work out. But
Let's see how this
Baron
goes.
call,
Red
right?
team might not actually know that Blue team's doing bad. This is sneak.
That was
Wow,
very
they
well
just
done.
realized
And they're
it
gonna
now,
get
and now Liquid is in trouble. Holy cow, that Rise damage coming out. I think he's still pretty good right now. Milkshake will drop. But now this is a fight that Blue team does want. They do have Baron. Twisted Fate just sitting in the backline, spamming wild cards.
I did
HTT
see him
backing
miss.
off for now.
I did
Enemy
see
though
him miss
looks
one
like he's
card, so
raring to go.
You can't say Splash Crew did miss one wild card though. They went through and didn't hit a single person. And then he hit one with the side card, and it was like, okay, that makes up for it. But either way,
Let's look at enemy here. He just took Gingerfi down to like half health. And Gingerfi has a Spirit Visage. Broa, plus a fully stacked down tier, plus a Frozen Heart. That's a lot of mana. That's a lot of damage on Rise. I think, you know, he's definitely in at least a decent spot right now.
And he has the Seraphs too. I was just checking
Yep.
the gold to see if he had enough, and he definitely had enough. That's gonna help him a lot.
Yeah,
And
so this late game is really interesting because it is the Shyvana and Kog'Maw and Ahri, which all can just chunk so hard, especially the Kog'Maw. But it's against Twisted Fate, who can really do a lot of damage with those wild cards, plus the gold card late game, plus a Rek'Sai, who's going to be a tanky beast, plus, of course, the Ryze, who's the OG king of late game.
I'm very excited to see his late game come out. I mean, and another thing is we're kind of overlooking Teemo. Granted, Teemo really doesn't have any items, but I feel like once Teemo has the items, and honestly, at this point, he might as well just go full AP. I mean,
Borg
granted,
Phantom Dancer, though, plus the BF Sword, he is ready. I mean, you do want some AP, because if he went full AD, then the only AD would be Rek'Sai, who's building pretty much full tank.
true, good point. Yeah, I definitely forgot that it was a double AP comp. But either way, I mean, I'm not a big fan of this AD Teemo just for the fact that I don't really see AD Teemo being that good. And honestly,
Yeah, I mean, definitely outclassed AP Teemo for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So, but either way, this AD Teemo starts getting, the items he needs, and I think he's going for an IE here. If he gets this IE, it's definitely gonna be a pretty good game changer. So,
Interesting here from Shyvana is getting a Spectre's Cowl, but that might be a little bit too little too late if he's starting to build tanky just now.
he definitely does not have the items.
Red team does not want to fight here, but that's a huge minion wave for blue team. You don't want to be taking aggro. Gingerfy jumping in as well. Wumple, incredible fighting. HTTP will drop. Looks like Milkshake's gonna go down as well, but they're gonna trade one. They're gonna trade at least one back. Double kill for enemy now. He's gonna be forced to run away. The wild cards are still hitting from Splash Brew. Wumple is taking a lot of damage from Liquid. They're just gonna have to really back off here, but both teams really wanting to fight their Splash Brew, missing the wild cards on the stun target. Oh well, karma, right? And now enemy's gonna drop as well. Was not quite able to get down Liquid with that combo.
That red card though. Oh
That
man,
happens.
he just ulted too. Let's see if he's gonna do
Oh,
something.
here he comes. Can he get him? Can he get him?
Kind of
See,
in the middle
no, he
here.
can't, but now they might be caught between the rock and a hard place. Wumple there. Keep card hits. Stack deck plus ignite. Oh, one more up.
see?
Can he get it?
Wumple,
He can't, but
it's Teemo coming from the side.
no one expects the stealth Teemo. This is just a crazy fight. The fight is was still ongoing for at least a solid 30 to 40 seconds there.
I honestly wasn't expecting that. I thought they were just gonna back off. And next thing I know, I saw the TF, the TF digging
back
sound.
in.
I was like, uh-oh, something's about to go down here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another
So,
thing is I saw Teemo sitting in the bush waiting stealth. He's like, all right, if they chase TF, I'm just gonna pop up and kill someone, which was a good plan, definitely.
so as much as we were hating on this build earlier, the Shyvana going for the Spirit Visage very soon is actually going to be really big because there's no Morellonomicon here from blue team, which means that extra healing from the Hydra plus the Spirit Visage is going to be very big for Shyvana and might help Mike sustain through these fights.
I think plan of action for TF is to get a Void Staff and the Morellonomicon. Granted, it's a late one, but it is, like you said, going to be helpful against this team, especially like an Aatrox and like a Kog'Maw and or Shyvana. Like you're gonna want some type of health reduction.
So no blue buff here for Lunas. Liquid team taking. Yeah, it works. Now Ginger might be in trouble. Enemy's coming up. Enemy has really been just wanting to fight and fight and fight this game. You can't really blame him. And that's another dragon for blue team. I know that's your favorite dragon, number 3.
Yeah, I'm a big movement speed person. I feel like movement speed is one of the most underrated stats in the game.
I see it.
Definitely, since you can get him on items like Lichbane and Lichbane does have movement speed, I believe, right?
It does have a little
yeah.
bit. It does since it started building out of Ether Wisp.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah.
Oh, this TF actually interesting. Lichbane, Luden's Echo, something we totally forgot to something we totally overlooked. Both those items are movement speed items.
He has 438 movement speed. That's
Yep.
a lot.
I mean, plus now he has the Dragon buff. Now he has the tier 2 boots, plus the distortion boots for the Flash. So he
That's
really
really
just went.
good. And if he gets Morellonomicon, I believe that's movement speed. Oh, that's
That's
CDR.
not movement speed, but it is some
I'm
good
thinking
CDR
something else
we could
is-
use.
Yeah,
so.
movement speed. But
I think that would be
yeah.
if Morellonomicon gave movement speed. I think everyone would just quit playing League of Legends.
Yeah, that would be a really broken item.
Just go like 5 times AP or 5 times AP. Like it's like the League of Black Cleavers, but with AP this time.
Oh man, that'd be not fun. That was a terrible time. League of Black Cleavers is around because it's basically you can buy more, and
Yeah,
whoever was able to
I
buy
heard that.
more.
Yeah.
It was
Wumple. Wumple has the IE now.
Oh yeah, totally. We totally overlooked this. I feel like
I think he just got it for this fight. Oh, the
three-man
tip was very nice. Black shield on Liquid. Ginger's in the middle. He gets the 3 metals and he builds up Bloodwell. Wishing he's still gonna drop. Enemy is trying to do something. He caught Sarah. Wumple is gonna get the first kill onto Mike. Now Ginger's trying to pot the bad, and Wumple's gonna flash out. Luna's drops. Gingerfied now is alive. Bat is alive and Liquid's alive. But look at this damage come out of blue team. No one expects the damage from AD Teemo. And Liquid is now the only one alive. A triple kill for Kog'Maw. But Wumple really bringing it back with that IE.
yeah, definitely. And another thing that was overlooked was Kog'Maw was able to just sit in the back, but looks like it's about to happen here. And
No
that's
sitting in the back
ace
from a
right there.
TF. Especially when you're the only one alive.
But one thing that was overlooked was that entire fight. Kog'Maw just sat in the back line and just shredded through the Rise. The Rise was just in the wrong position. Same with the Annie, and he just able to clean up really well.
The thing is, Kog'Maw did start out a little low because Annie did get the tippers on him, but from that point on, it was all he was black shielded for pretty much the rest of the fight. And now I didn't like the trouble because now here comes Mike and Gingerfied. Splash Bro will get out. Wumple sacrificing his Wumple not even sacrificing his life, and Splash Bro not getting out. So actually, everything I just said was wrong. Hold that thought. Wumble with the Bork 2, dodging the Shyvana E, and now with a red buff on Teemo. Woo! He's gonna have to dodge the charm. Oh my gosh. What a god of AD Teemo.
That is very interesting.
6 and 4 now. He has that IE completed. He's gonna back, and he's gonna be able to. He's sitting on 2,700 gold. If he wants another BF sword, he got it. If he wants a last whisper, ow.
Annie's
Gingerfied,
he's gonna have... Oh no, Annie's here.
Oh yeah, he got snared. He got stunned. That healing is very nice, but it's still only every third auto. It's you know, he doesn't have a lifesteal item, which is kind of an interesting decision on Aatrox. A lot of people do like getting lifesteal.
I feel like Aatrox build is just all over the place. He has that new item, the portal thing that I've heard is just really bad. Yeah, and then on top of that, I feel like you have to have at least one damage item like a Bork, and then you go full tank. Really,
Yes.
I feel like this is the best build for Aatrox right now, and he really only has a Hex Drinker. That's the only item he has.
I think it's a lot like building Gnar.
Yeah, definitely.
You do one
like
damage
a
item, although Gnar cannot, because Aatrox can do Hydra or Bork drilling. So he didn't go for either in this case. He does have that early War Mugs. I know you love that early War Mugs.
Oh god, it's such a bad item. I want to say like severely, but
Sirajdi does get. Let's watch this for a second. Luna's getting taken down to half health by Milkshake alone. Fat Sirajdi is going to go down. Liquid Sword is getting bursted by the TF, and now Teemo is in the fight. Poison and red buff and auto attacks are going to finish that off. And now TF is in the back line. Gingerfied is getting bursted down again. It doesn't help when you're stunned. I think the thing that's really winning. The thing that's really winning blue team this game is that big chain CC with the snare from Rise and the stuns from the gold card and from Anthem.
yeah, I honestly think this is a good game right here with a TF with Blitzbane, a ED Teemo, and a Rek'Sai.
Although TF is backing off, Ahri is here to clear. I think that's a mistake if TF backing off. You're right, they definitely could finish right here.
Especially if they pick up the Ahri.
They get the ace here, so it looks like they might finish regardless of whether TF is here. Still not sure about his decision to back though, because they get all, so they would certainly finish by now. Looks like they're still going to get it. What can Fat do? Absolutely nothing. They haven't finished it just yet, but they're going to. Nice game, everybody. That is blue team coming out on top of the AD carry Teemo.
Honestly, he wasn't even really in the game until the last, like, I would say 5 minutes. Really, he was just kind of there and being a nuisance, but never really was able to do anything. Honestly, props to Splash Brew though on STF. Only missed one wild card that we saw, or at least I saw. And
yeah,
just
he probably
phenomenal.
Mystic Blend there, but we'll turn a blind eye to it because really, overall, he 13
the
and
ones
6.
that mattered.
Yeah, and then like you said, the Teemo not even in the game until the end, but that was really I think what kind of what he was planning is that he wanted to hit that big 3-item power spike of the Bork Phantom Dancer IE, and once he did that, that was just about it.
He demolished anyone that tried to jump on him. And
Yeah, and he had flash, he had red buff, he could just turn his and let's just talk for 1 second about Wumple's kiting was on point.
definitely, that's one thing I can always give Wumple is that yes, sometimes he likes to go in too early and like his position can be off here and there, but when his positioning is on point, it is on point, and it is great. And it's always great to see someone have great positioning at um as an ADC. And I mean, he might have been the lowest ranked tier, but he definitely was
Yeah.
the second MVP because we can't give him MVP because Splash played so well. And I mean, this was a great game. And I mean, we also gotta give Milkshake a
Yeah,
shout out.
gold
Like
star.
that 3-man Tibbers, that was beautiful. Like he hit the Tibbers that count. And I'm gonna quote Wayne Gretzky here: "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take."
And he took them
He
all.
took them, so and he hit them all. So definitely a good play by him. So that's gonna be it for tonight. I believe that this is the last game we're gonna showcase tonight. But
Yes,
if you're
sir.